Hello, hello, and welcome to Earth Rose Tarot. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. This is going to be a love reading for my wonderful Scorpios. This is for Scorpio in Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. This is a general love reading, so it won't resonate fully with every single Scorpio out there, but if you've come across this reading, I would say there is something in the message for you today. It is a timeless reading, so it's whenever you come across it. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope you enjoy the reading. As I always say, take what does resonate and leave what doesn't for somebody else. And although it is timeless, I am recording this when we're in Scorpio season. So very, very happy birthday to all my Scorpio sons. I hope you have a wonderful day when it comes, if you haven't had it already. I have got Scorpio and Venus myself, and I love Scorpios in general. You guys are mysterious and sexy and wonderful. So let's get into your reading for you today. I'm going to go straight into a spread today, Scorpio. Get lots of information for you about what's going on between you and the person who's coming through in your reading today. So it's about a particular person, maybe in someone in your energy who's going to come through in the spread. So let me get the top 8 cards for Scorpio, please. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay, Scorpio. Got the Emperor and the Empress on the spread. It's only 8 cards. That's interesting. Okay, and the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Okay. What's going on here? What I'm getting, Scorpio, straight off the bat, and we'll get into the spread in a minute. I'm just going to tell you a little bit from what I'm getting from the bottom of this deck, is that someone may have run off just as something was getting off the ground, like a new beginning, for example. Someone may have suddenly gone MIA. There isn't a kind of a sense of they had their fun and then they disappeared into the night, but it was almost because they were dreading something that was they thought was coming, and they wanted to disappear before that messenger, for example, arrived with the news that would change everything. It's also I'm also kind of getting a sense that someone maybe feels like they were taken advantage. Now, this could have been a different situation in the past, but I do get the sense of like someone felt like they were preyed upon, kind of like that they were observed as someone who was an easy target. Then that whoever this was, that came towards them in a very like meek way, maybe someone who asked for help with something, or they seemed to come in very humbly, and it was actually a disguise to take advantage of that person who they were coming towards. That could be, as I said, it could be a previous situation that has left like a bit of a scar on someone when it comes to their love life, but we'll see. Because there was this there's an opportunity for love here. We've got the Ace of Cups at the bottom, at the other end of the deck, with the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. This is like if there was, or there is right now, an opportunity, a new beginning in love. Because I've got 2 aces on the spread as well, and there's a third ace here. This all seems very new. For love, for someone who's very generous and wants to give of their time, their effort, their love, their energy very generously and warmly, very unconditionally. But it's like they're being met with someone who's kind of seems a little bit distracted, or not disinterested as such, but like avoiding looking at the offer. And it may be because of some sort of deception that they faced in the past that has, again, clouded their view. They feel like maybe this new beginning is too good to be true. Okay, interesting. Let me get the next layer. Clarify for Scorpio, please, with the top 8 cards. Clarify the spread again for me for Scorpio, please. Oh, interesting. Wow. So whilst I'm shuffling this one, Scorpio, the Strength card, 10 of Wands, and Justice came out with the 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Holy moly, that is... There's a very difficult chapter coming to an end here where someone was treated very unfairly. I'm underplaying it. Like, that is... thank God this is coming to an end, effectively, with this combination. This has been an absolutely exhausting, draining chapter, which was completely not right what was happening. And it could have broken someone's heart. I don't know if this is even to do with what's happening here, because I see a lot of newness on the... Yeah, and as I say that, I mean, I'm just in the middle of the shuffle, but at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Knight of Cups, Death, the Lovers, and the Ace of Wands. What a complete change to what I just showed you. And also the 10 of Wands is like the completion of a cycle with the 10, and then we have literally the Ace there as well, breaking to something new. This is a complete change. This could also be some sort of divine justice coming in here, like a little bit of good karma for someone who has been through the ringer when it comes to love, that things are about to transform in a beautiful way. The Knight of Cups and the Lovers is like falling in love, and the Death card being there in the middle, it's like you are changed, your life is changed, because now this person is in it and you fall in love with them. Like, nothing will be the same as it was before you were in love with them. This is a new beginning here. But there was a horrible time for someone, whether it was you or this other person, Scorpio, someone was treated completely unfairly, very badly, and they had to be extremely strong and resilient to get through that. If it was you, I'm really sorry to see that, but the good news is that it's like finally that dark time is coming to an end, I would say, from that. But let's see, I don't want to speak too soon. Get the top 8 cards for Scorpio, please. Okay, 6 of Pentacles fallen out well, again, but let's carry on. And Death is your card as well, Scorpio, I should say. Okay. Oh my God. The Emperor is on the spread for a second time. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Bottom of this deck we have the Moon. The 10 of Wands is back. I shuffled it away. But the Moon, the 10 of Wands, and the Fool. So it could well be that if it's the other person who has gone through a really horrible chapter lately, Scorpio, you might not even be aware of it. It might not be something that they've necessarily shared with you. But because the Moon is telling me that there's something going on behind the scenes that's not completely out in the open, and it is that ending. It's it's a conclusion, and it's allowing someone the freedom to have a new beginning elsewhere. I mean, at the bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles, King of Wands, 4 of Swords, Judgment, and where is it gone? Ace of Wands. Again, I shuffled it, and again we have 10 of Wands at the top, Ace of Wands at the bottom. Obviously with some other cards there as well, but there's maybe someone that you had... For some of you, there might have been a new beginning here, which was like a bit like a full start, like it started and it stopped, If so, I would say it's about to start again. It's almost like someone took a bit of a time out, maybe to decide what they wanted, if they wanted to do this. It could have been that they also needed to wait for something else to completely finish. Let's see. I'm just going to get your third layer, Scorpio, and then I'll go through the entire spread. So let's clarify the spread one more time for Scorpio, please, with the top 8 cards. All right. Okay, interesting. Okay. Okay. I feel like you and this person might not necessarily have been speaking recently, Scorpio. I've got the 5 of Swords at the bottom of this deck. 5 of Swords with the 4 of Swords underneath that. That is definitely, it seems like you two aren't necessarily in communication. Both of you may have said something to each other, which was, I'm almost getting like an agreement, which I don't normally say about the 5 of Swords, but there was some sort of agreement that was made, maybe not to speak with each other anymore, is kind of what I'm getting. There is or to maybe have a timeout of not communicating. Someone may have been waiting. Yeah, there's definitely an energy of timing here. Also, maybe someone was struggling financially. It could have almost been like I need to wait until my finances are more in order. This isn't the right time for me kind of thing. So it's like, you go your way, I'll go my way. We shouldn't speak in the meanwhile. Someone was more like focused on making things happen for themselves and not really in a place where they could enjoy life with someone else. It's like they were stuck with some sense of, they felt like that's what they have to do, because there are things otherwise I'm going to feel the consequences of my own actions if I don't meet my responsibilities at the door, is kind of what I'm getting. 8 of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. But this 8 of Wands is like someone receiving letters filled with money. It doesn't always have to be about that, but someone could have been trying to perfect some sort of hobby or their interest or their craft. They felt like they were a bit of a beginner at something. And they wanted, it could have been something like passive income. Someone was trying to focus on getting that off the ground. And like they needed to learn their craft. They needed to learn how to do what they were doing better. And they needed to focus their energy into taking action on that, so that basically they could just start seeing the money rolling in, you know, or, so that they could have, then they, you know, that once that they got that kind of income or that stream of income sorted, then they could focus on more of like a solid new beginning of some sort. They could have still been struggling with the ending of something else that they were clear was over, and that they were, but it was like someone still like clearing out baggage from the end of something else, trying to re-stabilize himself. Okay, interesting. Let's get into your spread, Scorpio. So how you're feeling about this person. We've got the Empress, the Knight of Swords, and the 9 of Swords. So the only thing I have to say is that for some of you, don't switch off if this isn't for you, because it absolutely doesn't have to be for all of you. But some of you could have feel like you've just found out you're pregnant by this person, and it's come as a shock, and you're really stressed out about that. Maybe especially if the two of you aren't speaking. That again, it's not going to be for all of you. Don't switch off if that's not you, or you don't want that to be you. It doesn't have to be like. It's just when that Nine of Swords card came out, I was like, that's slapping me in the face with that message. But anyway, otherwise, I'm just getting that you, with this Empress energy as how you feel about someone, it could well be that you feel like they are this incredible Empress, who, the Empress is above all others in terms of like all the other queens combined. No one else compares to the Empress. It's someone incredibly special. Now, I'm also getting that you may feel that they felt that way about you, but you feel like maybe they've changed their mind. This is kind of what I'm getting of someone beginning something. Oh, crazy hair, sorry. Someone beginning something, and then it seems to have, that sparks or that beginning seems to have been a false start, or they've disappeared for some of you, because I've got this energy of like going MIA, which I was kind of getting with that first deck, and then the Moon, and then the Five of Swords. This seems to, as like the bottom of each deck, there seems to be like a lot of things that are hidden going on underneath the surface with this person that you don't know about. But for you, it's kind of like you feel like you want to give this person your if you're resonating as the Empress, give them your nurturing and love and kindness, and you really feel like this is someone that makes you feel feel your divine feminine energy, and feel very soft and gentle and loving. But there's this harshness with the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Swords, that either they have, you feel like maybe, let me just clarify, what's this Knight of Swords, Nine of Swords about for how Scorpio feels about this person? What is this? Princess of Wands, Four of Wands. Wait. And there's the Ten of Wands that's come out again. What is this Knight of Swords? Six of Swords. So what's the concern about? What's the concern? What's the Nine of Swords? The Ace of Swords. Oh my goodness. Scorpio. I mean, it could just be that you feel like this person has come as a bolt out the blue for some of you, that this has come out of nowhere. And it's expect the unexpected kind of thing. And it's worrying you because everything seems doable with this person. I know this seems really strange, but like the Four of Wands and the Six of Swords in this deck, funnily enough, are two, well, it's minor arcana that are generally completely unassociated in tarot decks, but in this particular deck that I've used, they are basically the same. It's a woman and a man, the woman with the Four of Wands, man with the Six of Swords, but they are mirroring each other and doing the same exact pose. As you can, the rest of the deck is not like this, it's just these two cards. They're mirroring each other, doing exact the same pose. So the man, I'm just saying that because it's a man of the card, on the Six of Swords is bringing like a kind of solutions, ideas, and the woman on the Four of Wands is like turning a structure with the Four of Wands. You can see that flowers are starting to bloom in between the wands of the Four of Wands. So like it's nurturing this energy of growth, abundance, and things. I suppose you would say, what's the word? I can't think of the word, but like bringing something to life, like birthing something. Let's just say it doesn't have to be an actual pregnancy, but there is like a divine, funnily enough, this is like a very minor arcana version, but of divine masculine and feminine energies of two people coming together with ideas as well as taking action, and it all comes together very beautifully. I mean, with the Ace of Swords, it's like, have you just realized, Scorpio, that this person is the one for you? And because the Knight of Swords is also like looking at things from a different perspective, and the message coming through, but the message is clear. Is this Scorpio realizing that this is the one for them? When maybe you didn't think they were before. Maybe you thought this was just purely attraction with the Princess of Wands that came out. And I say that the Queen of Wands is, I haven't finished shuffling yet, but the Queen of Wands is there. Maybe you just thought this is someone, I just want a bit of that. You know, there was just a physical relationship, but you're actually feeling, oh no, the two of us could really work together. Prince of Swords. Funnily enough, look, Prince of Swords, Princess of Wands, again, this male and female balance of ideas and passion. So what's the issue? Why the Nine of Swords? What's the problem? Nine of Cups, Three of Cups with the Sun. You're going to have to help me out here, Scorpio. What's the issue? Like, Nine of Cups, Three of Cups is like, it's a lot of sexual chemistry. It's a lot of physical touch and affection between the two of you. And it's really wanting to reunite with this person and experience all of that and be in each other's arms, very besotted with each other. And the Sun is just happiness on steroids. Is it that you've actually you were stressed, you were very stressed and worried about this, or it's the realization of how much you want to be with this person is stressing you out because you just thought it was something just sexual? Okay, I'm gonna leave it there because that's what I just keep getting. Obviously, yeah, I just get the sense of like, I can't say that it's because they've changed their mind about you, although maybe you're worried that that's happened. But if you're worried about that, it's only because you've realized how much you want to be with this person, and maybe that would be concerning you. Like, okay, well, I've realized this about them, but what if they've changed their mind about me? Okay, let's carry on. How they're feeling about you is the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. So you just had the Ace of Swords fall out for when I was clarifying how you felt. Now they've got the Ace of Swords here as well, and the Ace of Cups. So they are also very clear about what they want with you and what this is to them, and they feel like it's a new beginning in love with the Ace of Cups. Now the Eight of Cups is here as well. Fun. Ace of Cups, Eight of Cups, that's easy to say. On top of each other, maybe tells me that they are clear that they want this with you, and that means they're going to have to clear out some old stuff and leave it behind once and for all. I'm even getting like they might need to do a clear out of like anything they've been holding on to from some previous situation out of a sense of like sentimentality. It's time to clear all that shit out. It's time to kind of make space literally and energetically for the Scorpio to enter their life. They might feel like they need to actually just make space for the Scorpio. I don't get, okay, let's see, what is this Eight of Cups? It could be leaving something else behind, but it's let's see, what's this Eight of Cups? Ace of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, Ace of Swords 3 times already. So they're very clear on what they need to leave behind. What is it that they need to leave behind, please? The Eight of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. So I've got 4 aces for how this person's feeling about you, Scorpio. But it's like they... God, if I could pick it up. The Ace of Swords twice, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles for how they're feeling about you. This is on. As far as they're concerned, they feel like... Well, let's just put it this way. They feel like they are crystal clear. This is the opportunity they have been waiting for and it's right in front of them. But they feel like if they don't clear out something else, then... that maybe is not completely crystal clear to you, because we've got the moon, the Five of Swords and everything else like that. You might not be completely aware about the stuff that they need to clear out, and it could be from an ex, is kind of what I'm getting, that they know that if they don't do that properly, I keep getting like clean house, clean your room, then this new beginning with you might not grow the way it should. Can you tell me anything else about this Eight of Cups? What is the Eight of Cups about? Well, they're in a rush. Okay. So they may have rushed into something, Scorpio, with you, slightly impatiently. They were impatient because they didn't want to miss the chance to be with you, but they may not have been completely ready. There's some things they haven't told you yet. King of Swords with the Eight of Swords. They've kept some things to themselves because they felt like, how, like just confused about how, if they told you that, how you would react, if there would be a future between the two of you. They also didn't know what they didn't tell you everything because they didn't know what they wanted before. Does that make sense? It's like, well, why would I tell Scorpio all the deep dark secrets that are going on if I'm not even sure if I want this? Now they're crystal clear that they do want this, and they want you and nobody else. But now, there's some things that they rushed. Basically, I'm getting the sense this person rushed things into something with you when something else wasn't completely finished off, and they didn't tell you about that fact, so you don't know about that. But now they know they need to get rid of that stuff pronto, whatever it is. They've had something else on their plate. It's not completely telling me what that is, but to be honest, I feel like it's a really dark chapter for them, but it's something that was not completely finished off, potentially when they started something with you. They know they need to, because they can't, it's not fair, wouldn't be fair for them to try and juggle you and a situation that they should have already cleaned up and cleaned out of their life. So they feel like this is the new beginning in love that I want with Scorpio. That means I need to get my ass into gear and clean up this this residual situation. Now, what happened in the past between the two of you, Scorpio? We've got the Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups, and the Six of Swords. So it's like in the past, excuse me, someone here went into the start of something very innocently and without hesitation, and a little bit in a carefree kind of way, a little bit I don't want to say foolhardy, but like a little bit. It could have been they maybe didn't know all the full details about where this path was going to lead them, but someone jumped into a new beginning, and they jumped into it because of the feelings that they had. They were led by their heart to have this new beginning. And this is between the two of you. This could just be, when I say led by their heart, this is just someone who's like wears their heart on their sleeve, doesn't hold back their emotions to try and, in a very like head over heart, like try and let's be hesitant, let's be practical here, let's think this through. Someone was like, nope, just gonna, and it's it's a brave way of going about things, but obviously it can lead someone to. It's just it's someone leading with their heart wide open into something brand new, where you don't know what lies up ahead, kind of thing. Now with that Six of Swords, I just want to know what that Six of Swords is here, because someone may have also jumped into something brand new when they were still in the process of moving on from a situation which was in destruction. This is kind of like almost like you would think like a rebound kind of energy of like someone who had just gone through some horrible situation, like a destruction of a situation, or like a horrible breakup or something, and then the next week they immediately start going out trying to find someone new to date, like whilst the rear view mirror you can still plainly see the breakup. It's so fresh, but someone was like started trying to move on immediately. Tell me about the Six of Swords, please. That's what I want to know about. What happened in the past? Why is the Six of Swords? Hold on. Yeah, now, okay. What is this? We have the King of Cups that came out, bearing in mind the Queen of Cups. Oops, sorry. Bearing in mind the Queen of Cups is already here. We've got the King of Cups. The Nine of Wands also came out, which is this like wounded warrior. Still fresh from the battle, if you like. And then the Six of Swords, what came out to clarify was the Judgment and the Queen of Swords. What I'm getting here is that someone tried to reconcile with an ex, and that went completely tits up, pardon the phrase. Like, it went really badly. Someone tried to try again with an ex-partner. That went badly, and as soon as it went badly again, they met someone else, and they got into there's this couple here with the King and Queen of Cups, which is with the Ace of Wands, that new beginning, and there's this other queen here, which was and then we've got the Lovers that also came out. So the thing is, this is someone I feel like this King of Cups was fresh from the battle with an ex-partner that they tried to have another try with, if you like. They tried to make it work with the Queen of Swords again. It didn't work again. Then they moved on and they met the Queen of Cups, and obviously that was like, boom, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, perfect match. Let's have a new beginning. But this is what I'm getting of like, I feel like, and bearing in mind the King and Queen of Cups, that's water energy, so it can be Scorpio, but whether you're resonating as the King or the Queen there, that's what I'm getting of like, it doesn't have to be that exact storyline, but I feel it, when I say an ex, it could be someone that they had multiple tries with to try and make something work, and then this most recent attempt, they started something new with somebody else after this most recent attempt didn't work. And the thing is, they didn't, because maybe I'm getting, because they have been back and forth with this ex previously, this ex may not realize that now, you know, they've actually met someone else. This is actually going to be it this time. They might feel like, oh, well, you know, this person and this, you know, their ex, they might be feeling like, oh, well, I'm sure this is what happens. We get back together, we break up again, we get back together. So they'll be back, we'll get back together again. But so this is why this person feels like, no, I've met Scorpio. This is completely different. This is now time for me to clear out this chapter, the Moon, the Ten of Wands, and the Fool, so I can, you know. But I don't think the Scorpio knows about that. Obviously, everything I'm saying, if it's resonating for you the other way around, just reverse the roles. That's absolutely fine. So, what is this person's current situation, Scorpio? We've got the Five of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. This person's current situation, they want... This Five of Cups in this deck is completely different. It's one person letting another person down, effectively giving them news, which maybe the other person doesn't want to hear, but has to be said. And it's trying to let them down gently as well, but it's, you know, that's the vibe. And I'm saying that it's probably more your person who is having to have the conversation, probably with that ex I just described, to you know, let them down as gently as possible and to kind of to disappoint them, yes, but because that's what needs to be done. And I'm saying that because the other cards are sixes, which are, you know, telling me that this is an element of success and coming out the other side of the struggle, the conflict. It's almost like their situation is they know that for them to have victory, and they need to have this conversation and let this other person down once and for all. There may be something that the two of them had some sort of contract together with this Six of Pentacles is kind of what I'm getting of, and that needs to be finalized, that needs to be sorted. It's almost like someone's trying to have this conversation to let this other person down, but in a very gentle manner, because they need them to sign some sort of form, so they need to keep things relatively amicable, so that they can get out of something they might be tied into with them. That's what I'm getting. Tell me about that Six of Pentacles. That could be anything. I mean, it could be like a car they share, or a property that they share and they rent out, you know, and etc. It could be anything. What's the Six of Pentacles? The Fool and the Hanged Man. See, well, this Six of Pentacles is the thing that's keeping them in limbo from being able to have their new beginning with Scorpio. Yeah, King of Swords, Ace of Cups, yeah. So their current situation is they're in like a very... almost like diplomatic. That's the word that popped into my head. Diplomatic and approach to try and resolve matters, like dot the I's, cross the T's, and so that they can have success and victory, so that they can make progress. I think they are making progress as far as they're concerned, but they are aware that they're also dealing with someone who is disappointed by what they're being told. I'm kind of getting this very like tense energy, funnily enough. It's almost like I'm getting the feeling of when someone is agreeing to something, but they're right, you know, it's almost like a little bit of walking on eggshells energy, because it's like if they feel so, you know, like doing it, they could suddenly throw a tantrum and make this relatively amicable separation or of assets or something far more difficult. And so that's why I feel like this person is trying to be very understanding, so that they can have success in a relatively as easy as possible, if that makes sense. So So what does this person want to happen in the connection between you and them, Scorpio? We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Magician. So this person feels like there is a lot of groundwork already laid between the two of you. Like there is a lot of potential for things to grow. And there's also a lot that's happened between you in the past, which has matured, has developed. There's things that they're remembering that have already happened between the two of you that are only like, this is kind of giving me a absence is making their heart grow fonder kind of thing. So they, but the question here is, what do they want to happen? So it's like they want to, everything, all the sweet memories and moments that you've had between the two of you already, they want that to just, to go the long haul, if that makes sense. It's kind of like they don't want what they had already with you to just be a fleeting memory. They want it to actually be something that means that when the two of you can come back together, that what was the seeds that were planted will have matured and those feelings will have grown even stronger. Maybe they're hoping that when they come back together with you, because I kind of feel like you're not speaking at the moment for some reason, that when they do, your heart absence will have made your heart grow fonder as well. Does that make sense? Anything else you can tell me about? Because they do want things to happen between the two of you, but it's kind of like they are acting behind the scenes. Wow. Tell me more, please. What does this person want to happen between them and Scorpio? King of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. Yeah, talk about those seeds planting being matured, maybe when they return. Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck as well. When they communicate again, they don't want to be kind of... They're really hoping that you don't... Yeah, I was going to say the Nine of Swords fall out. So there's that concern. They're concerned as well, you know. Because, you know, I was trying to clarify why you had the Nine of Swords and how you're feeling. And then the Nine of Swords just fell out. It's almost like the same... It's both of you are mirroring each other. Because they're very worried that when they do return, that you might leave them out in the cold, effectively. Like, you might no longer be interested. And as far as they're concerned, the two of you are perfect for each other. Anything else about what they want to happen? It's like they are... they're doing a lot that you don't know about to be able to have this with you. And they're just hoping that when it, you know, the moment happens when that can actually, that they can play out all the effort that they've been putting in here actually comes together and completes, that you'll still want them, basically. Anything else? Wow. Three of Cups fell out. Three of Swords almost fell out. And the Three of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. Three of Pentacles, sorry, Judgment jumped out to show me the Page of Wands. So 333 here. There's definitely a third party involvement who, it's almost like they may have disappeared. I don't know. I don't think they've told you 100% the complete story. But they may have disappeared and you're not in contact with each other. This is why I'm getting that you're like, oh, that's fine because it was, you know, if they don't come back, it's fine because it was just sex anyway. It's kind of what I'm getting. And then you've had the realization of like, oh, no, it's not just that. We're perfect for each other and we should be together. And oh God, now what if they don't come back? Meanwhile, they're just hoping that you do still want them when they come back. Does that make sense? So what is the block or the challenge to this connection moving forward? Funnily enough, we have the Six of Cups. It's the same card for what they hope will happen between the two of you or want to happen, and the block or the challenge. We've got the Six of Cups, Six of Swords, and the Elder of Swords, which is like the King of Swords, but in this deck it's slightly different because it's it's not kings or queens, it's kind of like seniority in the skill of that element. So here with an Elder of Swords, this would be like someone who's extremely skilled with intelligence, knowledge, wisdom. This is like someone who's excellent with maths. I don't know where I said that. But anyway, so the challenge is the reunion and being able to move forward and leave something in the past. And it could be, the challenge could be someone might not feel like they have the wits about them, if you like, to find a way to make that happen. Tell me more. Why is this the challenge to this connection? Six of Swords can also kind of getting travel. The challenge here may be that the reunion would need to happen, and that would mean the two of you coming back together. Maybe this person is, because what happened in the past is also as the Six of Swords is that they may have had to leave to go somewhere else. That might be, yeah. The challenge here is them maybe returning in combination with the Six of Cups, Six of Swords. It could be them returning. So why is that the challenge? What's stopping that? The High Priestess and the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Tell me more. Because the High Priestess is like secrets. Things that are secret. And I'm trying to get the answer. But also, Four of Swords is another energy of like not communicating. Maybe they have to keep things secret. Maybe they can't communicate. Tell me more, please. What is the challenge? Hold on a minute. So Four of Cups is at the bottom of the deck with the Hermit, the Nine of Wands, and the Five of Swords. This is someone kind of tying themselves up in knots, I have to be honest, and overthinking things. I wouldn't normally say that about the Hermit, but I'm getting this with like the Five of Swords is someone very like kind of self-sabotaging themselves with their own thoughts, being very pessimistic, kind of putting up a block that doesn't need to be there, maybe because of pride question mark. And the Four of Cups, this is almost like someone questioning whether they really want this. Tell me. What is this? What's the Elder of Swords about? Why is that the challenge? Tell me about that. The Four of Swords has come out, and the Moon in reverse, but the Moon in reverse would be, can talk about things being revealed, but actually the Moon in this deck is kind of like knowing that things are unknown and going towards them anyway, kind of embracing the unknown and being drawn towards it. The Moon in reverse is giving me actually someone who's not prepared to go into the unknown. Four of Swords again coming out now, and it's kind of like and this High Priestess energy, it's just like a very, the High Priestess is, okay, hold on. This could be you or them, Scorpio, that it could be the lack of communication between the two of you is causing someone to question whether they should give this a chance, or that they should, whether they can trust what they can't see or what they don't know because they're not hearing anything. What's the block towards the reunion with the Six of Cups and Six of Swords? What is blocking the reunion between these two? The Chariot and the Seven of Wands. I feel like things could be going faster. But someone is resisting it because they're so stressed out about someone, about telling someone something and being judged extremely harshly. It's almost like it could be this person, Scorpio, wants to move things forward and progress things and take charge. And again, the Chariot is about that movement, about that travel energy. So what's the block? What is the block? Give me one more, please. The Fool and Death. The block is taking the risk and allowing things to change. Again, that's what we're talking about with the moon. This is taking the leap into the unknown. You don't know what's going to happen and it could change everything, and, you know, are we going to do it? I feel like someone is overthinking this, maybe even starting to tell themselves, maybe I don't want this, because, and that could be on either side, or maybe they don't want me. You know, it's more like, okay, let's move on. The action that they're most likely to be taking towards you next, Scorpio. We have the Knight of Swords, the Emperor, and the Nine of Cups. So there's the Emperor, Aries energy there. The Knight of Swords is... Sorry, I'm still throwing about what on earth the block was, but hopefully it made sense to someone. But this is telling me in terms of the action, again, I'm really like, everything is like slowing down, and it's weird because this Nine of Cups energy is someone who is in a shop, and they feel like they've got all the time in the world making some sort of choice about which cup they want, and it's all, the power is in their hands. They can choose whichever cup they want. They've got 9 cups there. They've got however much money they need to buy whichever cup they want. You know, it's all good. Just make your choice, kind of thing. And this Emperor is... I don't know if this person's second guessing themselves that they should make a choice. Tell me about this, so the action this person's going to take towards Scorpio, please. And this Emperor's like sat on the floor with his eyes closed. And the Emperor is in charge. And especially in this, what I'm seeing, like this person is has the power to make a choice. And to choose their wish fulfillment. You know, 8 of those cups probably are not even something they're interested in. It's like the choices of their favourite cup is right there in front of them. There's nothing stopping them. I just get this slowing down hesitancy. Tell me why. With the action this person's going to take towards Scorpio. Ace of Swords in reverse. And the Lovers in reverse. Okay, I mean, I did get this sense of choice off of the Nine of Cups, and usually what I was saying about it in my head, I was like, I feel like I'm talking about the Seven of Cups here, but it's definitely the Nine of Cups card, and then the Ace of Swords, sorry, comes out in reverse, which is someone. I don't know if this person is getting confused by that other situation I was talking about that definitely needs to be over once and for all. I don't know if they're getting confused by it. Now that their wish fulfillment is right in front of them and they're kind of second guessing it right at the last second, because this Ace of Swords upright also has the sword pointing down into a skeleton. It's like, the truth is, this is done, this is over, this is ended, and now it's in reverse, and the Lover's in reverse. It's more that this person doesn't trust the connection that they felt when they were with you, Scorpio. They don't trust it as much, maybe because the two of you have been apart or not speaking. And now they're questioning whether some other situation should really be over. Tell me more about the action. What action are they going to take? Now we've got the Knight of Swords again. The Knight of Swords coming out to clarify the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords with the Six of Wands and the Two of Wands. So yeah, this person is needing to make some sort of choice, but a choice about, well, as I said, about the Lovers in reverse as well, can also be like needing to make a choice. But I feel like this person's hesitating about making a choice between two people. Oh yeah, my goodness. Heart of Hearts, this other situation is dead and done over. But I don't know why they're kind of starting to question their choice. And they're starting to question, it may be that they receive information from someone else, or they receive unexpected news from somebody else, or a message from someone else that is kind of confusing them and is really pumping the brakes on their chariot, if you like, and slowing them down into choosing their wish fulfillment. It's very frustrating energy to read. Anyway, let's finish it off. So what's going to be happening between you and this person going forward, Scorpio? We have the Emperor again, the Queen of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. So, funnily enough, this Emperor, which I was so excited about because it came out, and you see there's a little figure down there at the bottom. You see it? It's actually the Empress. And a very tiny, like, look how tiny the Empress is and how big the Emperor is. She's I think she's even taken off her crown in this card. It's minute, you're going to pick it up on the camera, but she's taken off her crown, and she's like, this isn't about the fact that I'm an empress, you're an emperor. It's the fact that I'm not intimidated by your intimidation factor, because no matter how big you are, how tiny I am, we are energetically matched. We're a match, and I am coming towards you honestly. But there is this like discord with this Queen of Swords who gives up, who's really bitter, scorned, upset, really pissed off, frankly. The first thing I'm going to say is that it's almost like you, Scorpio, might end up having enough of this person because you came towards them with this Empress loving energy. And if they act like I was talking about in the just a moment ago, in terms of their actions of like, well, now I don't know, because I am the Emperor and I do have other people showing me interest as well. And I know you are probably everything I could ever wish for, but there are other people coming towards me as well to like show me how great I am. So maybe I don't know. I don't want to rush into making a choice now. That is what I've got off the last section. And I feel like if they do behave like that, then you're going to be like, nah, I've got boundaries, I've got self-respect, and I am in the Empress energy myself. And, you may be as powerful Emperor, but I don't need to actually, just because I'm coming towards you very innocently, very openly, that doesn't mean that I will therefore be like one of your other minions and it's like, then fine. I just get a sense of like someone getting very frustrated and having enough and being, I don't know, like really not here for that kind of treatment, and then just focusing on work with the Eight of Pentacles. But let me use this deck. Just tell me anything else you can tell me about what's going to be happening between Scorpio and this person, please, going forward. Ten of Swords came out on top of the Queen of Swords. Just tell me why. Because that Queen of Swords could also be the other situation I was talking about, the ex that needed to be cleared out once and for all. But what is this? Why is the Queen of Swords with the Ten of Swords? Oh, of course that's fallen down there. Okay, no, I think it's something different. Hold on. Let me just get that. Oh, no. Okay. I think the good thing is that whoever is coming through in this Emperor is actually having the courage to once and for all put an end to the previous situation, which they may have as I was talking about earlier. Like, I feel like there might be a bit of a time where they might get this other person trying to convince them or trying to confuse them, and there might be a bit of a period where that slows things down a little bit, but eventually they are going to end that with them once and for all and focus on what they need to do to make this happen with Scorpio. Because after the Ten of Swords came out, then the Queen of Cups, and that's you, Scorpio. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. The Two of Pentacles came out, which in this deck talks about someone who's like transitioning from one previous way of living to the next. And Strength and the Sun, two cards of Leo there. Strength and the Sun and the Star card. So Aquarius energy, but all very positive, courageous, healing energies. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? Just out of interest. Wow, the Eight of Pentacles, and then there's the Eight of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, good. So, oh yeah, okay. So, underneath the Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords with the Emperor. I think essentially, Scorpio, you might have this person might face a bit of a wobble. They might overthink this for some reason, or get in their own way and start being like, well, but do I want this? Do I want my past person? I don't know. And it might delay things. But eventually they are, and it could be a case that you do need to keep strong boundaries, keep take no shit approach, because you don't want to be like someone acting suddenly. Oh, now I could have Scorpio. I don't know if I still want them. Yeah, you're not here for that. I get that, but I do see that this person ends up putting an end to that previous situation once and for all, because they want to embrace a new beginning with you. And the Eight of Pentacles, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles, that's like this, and again and then the Emperor again with the Ace of Swords. That's like this person being, well, you know, when I said the Ace of Swords came out in reverse, and suddenly, oh, I'm not sure if that other situation should be over. I think it's a brief, that's why I was like, what? But I think it's a brief brain fart level of confusion, and then they snap out of it again. If there is a time like that, just stick to your guns. Maybe do focus on your work. Stick to your self-respect, because this person's gonna wake up pretty fast, I feel, from that energy, and move things forward, because they're going to be very crystal clear that where the long term, where all their efforts should be focused is with you. So that's what I've got for you this time, Scorpio. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Please hit the like button for me if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to hear more from me. Leave me a comment. Let me know if it resonated. I wish you all my best. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.